Hello, everybody. In the last few weeks, we have read in both the conventional and the social media the news about the closure of Sweet Briar College. This is a small liberal arts institution for women only, located in rural Virginia, that has been in business for 114 years. So it was a big surprise to many that this was happening. To begin with, this institution was not on the list of the U.S. Department of Education that they monitor institutions that may be in some kind of financial problem. They have an endowment of about $85 million. They have had many alumni with certain health, given that one of the emphasis of this institution has been the equestrian school. But this is something that opens the question about whether or not women's only colleges have a future in this country. Of the 230 of these institutions that were in place about 50 years ago, only about 45 of them are left. Yet many of them have survived because they have become co-educational, they have come up with new programs, and they have increased their endowments. The thing is, this whole operation took place in total secrecy when it comes to students, faculty, and staff. Yet, we know that there are at least 11 private colleges in this country that offer free tuition. They have been able to come up with a financial system that allows them to survive. Antioch College, for example, that closed in 2008, reopened 3 years later. But I think there are a number of issues that came to this to play in this particular case. One was not only that they didn't pay too much attention to the demographics. The other one is that they didn't have a very good vision of how the endowment should be built and managed in a way that could be much better for a private institution like them. And then there was this article by Alan Smith of the Roosevelt Institute, who came up with looking at the finances of this institution and came up with the conclusion that it has been a case in which this institution have become a prey of predatory banking practices and bad financial deals. Therefore, it seems that there was a perfect storm coming up in this particular case. This is not surprising that sometimes managers of these institutions don't have the enough experience and knowledge of how to deal with these things. After all, from half to three-quarters of all managers of private corporations in this country are considered they don't have the enough skills required for the job. So what happens with academia? Well, probably is the same proportion or even worse. Thanks for watching the Romero Report. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know what you think about higher education management in the United States. And next week we'll be discussing whether or not the investment in college, that is the amount of money you pay to go to college, is worthwhile or not. So stay tuned.